Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. I just hit like a post, like an afternoon slump just like 2 seconds ago where I was just like, oh, I'm suddenly very tired. But let's go ahead, let's go to my channel. Nope, that's not what I want. I want to share the link. All right, there we go. I will let people know on Twitter that we are. There we go. How is, if I have anybody, I always lose track of the tabs. Hello, Beth. Welcome. I feel like it's been forever since I've seen you, but that's probably because I'm always in the morning. Also, I think we've hit the point in Florida, or in the year in Florida, where the water needs to be iced. Hey, Cool Gamer. Welcome. Hi, we're here to do some reading sprints. It's going to be just me for a little while. Thor may join us. Thor may not join us. No, I don't want to switch devices. If I wanted to do that, I would have done it. Discord always asking me really stupid questions. Let's see. Oop, I don't want to go in that one. Let's go ahead. Post. I'm just going to post the link in a couple places. Just to see. I don't think Brianna, I know, doesn't have any sprints going. And then let me double. If Late Night Crew is not sprinting currently, then I will post. Okay, they may not be sprinting at the moment, so I'll post in that one as well. Okay. Is that everything that I wanted to post in? I think that's everything I wanted to post in. Hello. Welcome. Goodbye, Discord. Please go away. Yes, it is later, Beth, because my brother was here this morning and I had to take him to the airport. So we were going to hang out in the morning, and then I knew I wouldn't get back until like 5 or 6. And I got back about 4:45. So hello, Brianna. Welcome. Anyways, I am here. I am currently listening to Normal People by Sally Rooney. This is for a project that I am doing where I have 3 books I need to read by Tuesday. I'm just over here questioning my life's choices. Just questioning all of them, everything. Hey, Jen, welcome. What is everyone else reading? I would love to know. This is I'm only a little bit into it. This is an interesting book. I think it's going to be one that takes course over the span of several years. And I'm not. That's when I was like, oh yeah, this happens in adult fiction, doesn't it? So this is just kind of going through the relationship between these 2 kiddos. Yeah. Oh yeah, I know. I'd ask what you're reading, but then I think that would be cheating. At least 2 of the books will be a surprise. Jen is trying to finish A Gentleman in Moscow from their in-person book club. So, anyways, the good news is I chose, all of the ones I chose were really short for this particular project. One of them, I think, is a YA because I wanted it. And then one of them is a classic. Like, I wanted to do different stuff for each one, although they're all contemporary, I think. But one of them is a classic that I've been interested in and I've heard interesting things about. And if I remember correctly, it involves some critique of authority or the government or things like that. And so I'm like, okay, that is kind of my jam. I'd like to see. This one has been interesting. I'm not going to give you too many of my thoughts because there's going to be a vlog about it. But anyways, I'm doing that. And while I'm doing that, I'm prepping for our next Dungeons and Dragons session because I will not have my books with me when we do stuff. Not you trying to figure out which ones I picked. Listen, if you're going to try and figure that out, I need some hints about what you picked as well. That was an interesting list to have to go through and be like, okay, well, what do I actually want to read from here? That was part of my rules. Like, it has to be something that I am actually interested in reading, not something that I'm just picking up. One of them, I almost reread one, and I was like, I could do a reread of that. And I was like, if I reread that, I kind of want to take my time with it. Beth is starting Daughter of the Moon Goddess. Been slumping the last few days after Ramadan. That's a good one. I'm like a third of the way through that one, and I was really having fun with it before the library required it back. Sometimes a girl forgets that she needs to return books just because she is. They're on Goodreads because I'm not putting up the ratings on books I vlog until the video goes up. That's funny. Brianna, I hate to admit I haven't updated my Goodreads in like months. I think the last time I did was for my January-February wrap-up, which I still haven't published. So, looks like March and April are going to be together as well. Oops. I should probably... No, I'll do that next weekend, because if I do that now, the books will come in while I am in, not Florida. And I was like, well, I'm going to be a couple places next week. And then they will be expired by the time I can come and get them. So, anyways, what was I doing? There we go. Okay. Hey, Ro. It's been a lazy weekend. Not bad. I've gotten some prep done, and my brother and I chilled and watched TV earlier today, and then I just dropped him off at the airport. We went to one of the other airports that's near me that I've never been to before. It was so small and like not busy. I'm used to going to the main one in Tampa, and that one is always stressful. Doesn't matter what time you're there. It's dropping people off is stressful. Picking people up is stressful. All of it is. Well, actually, when I pick people up, I park in the parking garage, so it will be less stressful. All of it's stressful. Anyways, so let me pull up. Oh, I didn't. I went to start to get the sprint timer, and then I forgot because we wanted to put the link out twice. Oh, do you wanna work with us? Oh, hold on. I'm sorry. My internet is being the slowest right now. Which, does that surprise anyone? Anyways, we're going to do some chill Saturday reading sprints. And I went too far. Where's green? It's green. It's green. It's green. Nope, it's blue. The one I want is blue. The problem about posting new videos is that you lose track of the ones that when you get used to things being in a normal place. So, okay, let's remove that. Let us pull up the timer. Let me get that. Set it up. Okay, hold on. Oh, why do you do that? Oh, I hate that it's decided it's doing this today. Okay, hold on. There we go. Okay, so let's get this set up so it looks nice. And it doesn't make me angry because it looks bad. All right, I will see y'all. Let's do 45 minutes just because that's a good, nice, long time. And what is that? Okay, it doesn't matter. So, anyways, 3, 2, 1, and I'll see you in 45. Hello. How are you today?
Hi.
Hi.
I'm doing okay. I'm cleaning everything.
Everything?
Well,
need
because
to
I
do-
have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 big pans and pots and things. And then also lots and lots of dishes.
You're like my mother. She uses my mother just, you probably have a reason to use them. My mother uses every dish in the kitchen when she cooks. I don't know why.
Well, see, these are just, I was like, well, this is small. It's not that big of a deal. And then I actually, went to actually go do it. And I was like, oh, no.
Oh no, mistakes
Almost all
were
of the
made.
dishes are dirty. There's 9 million bowls. Yeah. Oh no, did Margaret freeze? I think Margaret froze. Or I froze. I don't know. One of the two. The clock's still going. She'll come back. Anyway. We're just cleaning the pots.
On my back?
You're back.
Good.
I saw you freeze. I was like, wait, is she frozen or is she just pausing?
Yeah, I just sit and I go, okay, I'll wait. I got 76 pages of normal people done.
Nice.
So that's good. If I can finish one book a day for the next 3 days, I'll be able to continue on with.
Oh shit. Where'd she go? Or did I go? One of us went. Shit, Margaret.
It was me. I'm sorry. My internet is the worst.
It's okay. I wasn't sure who left, me or you. Are we gushing over the news this morning?
So have you seen my Twitter?
I've been listening to the album. I started listening to. I was gonna listen to it on my iPad, and then my camera went all fucked up, and I'm using Calvin's tablet to listen to the entire album because I forgot some of the songs on there.
Yeah.
Because I'm thanks to you, I'm slowly dipping my little toesies back into the Swifties fandom. It's great. I'm like, why do I like this song? Oh yeah,
because it's good.
Because it's actually really good.
Part of why I like her is because she does such a good job at capturing a moment of emotion. And she tells a story in her songs.
Hey, remember that time you got fucked up over a boy?
And it's really funny because you see a lot of it was with the news of her breaking up with Joe. You saw a lot of people like, oh my god, how am I supposed to listen to this song ever again? And I was like, bruh, this is a diary entry.
Which one's about Joe?
There are a bunch on Reputation, Lover, and Midnight about her most recent boyfriend, now ex-boyfriend.
I say fuck Joe.
As far as we know, nothing bad went down. They just decided, hey, this relationship there's no point in continuing it.
Okay, but what about that picture between Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds, and he's walking away out of that restaurant like, I know something you don't know.
I just think that she was like, you know what, we decided. My biggest, because they were talking about marriage potentially back in October, supposedly. My thing is, I think they sat down and they talked about it and decided whether or not, do we want to get married or should this continue? And I think they decided not to get married, or someone didn't want to get married.
I think he did something bad, but that's just me as a conspiracy theorist. As of, there can't possibly be a reason why a man would perfectly allow a breakup to happen between him and Taylor Swift, but that's just me.
I understand that to some extent, but it's it's their lives. And I try not to speculate too much about her life. I try to stick to what she talks about.
Because I'm not speculating about her life. I'm speculating about his imperfections as a man.
So, anyways, until Taylor tells us, we'll find out in the next album for sure.
Either way, I'm here for support it.
Yeah. I'm here for whatever she wants to do with her life. But that's my current theory based on the rumors we heard, is just they sat down and had a mature discussion about what does the future of this relationship look like, and decided that they didn't see it. Like, they're like, you know what? Relationship has run its course. Our goal, my guess is our goals with what we want a relationship to look like are different. Because I know she supposedly wants kids at some point. So, anyways, who knows? But yes, I am super excited.
I saw you screaming about something, and I was like, I said something to Calvin, and I was like, something's happening. And then I think, like, I was looking, and then I was like, oh, Taylor Swift is releasing
Yes.
Speak Now again. And then I kept scrolling, and then I said it to him again. I forgot that I had said it, and Calvin's like, I know you told me like an hour ago. I was like, it was not an hour ago. It was like 10 minutes ago. He's like, Shello, it was an hour ago.
Yeah, I'm just happy that there will be a version on streaming, because I try not, like, I have my full Taylor Swift playlist, but I try not to listen to her older albums a lot, just because I'm a loyal bitch, and I don't like my money going to people who created predatory contracts and did shady shit in business dealings. So, but I'm so excited, and I want it to be July, but first I have to, I need to get to the Eras tour.
You have 2 reasons. I'll tell you later, but you have 2 reasons to want to be excited about things in July.
Oh boy, I'm excited. I'm just over here like, Speak Now is going to be my entire personality starting July 1st. I'm so sorry to everyone else who is going to have to deal with me.
I will not be taking questions or concerns at this time.
I will be dressing in purple every single day of that month.
And you know what? That's not hard, because everything you fucking own is purple, Margaret.
This is blue.
Okay.
That said, I have other colors other than purple.
I rest my case.
Are black. Some of them are maroon, but that's not my choice.
But they have purple on it.
I don't know.
What about that one Batman shirt you came to pick me up in, and it was black, but it had purple in it?
Oh, my Catwoman shirt?
Yeah.
That is Catwoman's color. You can't do a Catwoman shirt without it being purple.
I didn't know her color was purple. I'm still very clueless about the Bat world.
Yeah, why do you think she was 4-year-old Margaret's favorite character?
True.
Between the purple and the cats, we were like obsessed. Anyways, I just dropped my highlighter. I have been updating, because since I've been updating my Notion for our campaign, so I've got through most of one of the encounters that's possible next session.
I'm terrified.
Ben was giving me such a hard time this morning about, you need to do a better job of dropping hints. I'm like, my dude, I don't know how many times I can tell you this person is available when you are decidedly set on going somewhere else, and I am here for that too. Like, I've got plans for that too. Just
you can only plan for so many just in cases, or for like, we're not, like, if we focus on the breakfast menu for 45 minutes, that's not your fault.
And it was also, I wasn't pushing y'all last session because we were down a player. And the main thing that I planned, that it would have, you wanted all of your players number, we wanted all of y'all number 1 for what was the potential thing to have happen. But also that player would have been very helpful in some of the encounters.
Yeah, he's pretty perceptive.
Yeah. So, and it's just one of those things. I'm like, okay, you could have, like, I could have had us do some of this stuff, but also we're leveling by XP, and I don't want to do anything. Like, there were a couple of other encounters we could have done, but I was like, number 1, I don't know how to steer y'all to 2 of them. And then this other one, like, that one's a little bit of a harder one. Again, you probably want all your players. So.
Yeah, most likely, Yeah.
So, anyways, but I'm having fun with it because I'm like just finding stuff that fits what I want to do and like adapting it to my plans for the story and for where places are going. Eventually I want to get everyone's character and character arc or details about their character incorporated into things that are going to happen and
Fleshing
and
out. Yeah.
yeah, parts of that. Like I won't tell you the plans, but I have some plans. And I've like kind of just the way that things worked out. Geralt ended up, or Geralt. It's Gerolt, not Geralt.
Potato,
Geralt,
tomato.
yeah, Geralt just happened to be the easiest jumping off point for character connections. That and the book that the dude has. So,
How'd it go with Benny Boy this morning?
Fine. We watched some Critical Role, and then I dropped him off at the airport apparently an hour too early.
Oh.
He's like, we got to go. I was like, okay. Your flight goes at 4:30. He's like, yeah, we got to go. I was like, okay, cool. And then he texts me. He's like, yeah, I got here an hour too early. I was like, I was going to leave at like 3:15, but
it's fine.
And then, like I said, he yelled at me about not railroading you guys enough. I was just like, dude, I'm just here for the vibes and the fun. I just have fun with this. Just relax. So
chill out. Drink a 7-Up.
Relax. Have fun. Be here for the vibes. Because eventually things will get intense.
It's only been a few sessions too.
Yeah. So, and it is funny that he keeps trying to dump y'all head first into the most difficult encounters.
He's like, yeah, let's just go in there. Let's just step right on the rune.
Yeah. Anyways, let's see. Who do we have? We have more comments. Hey, Bree joined us. Was filming a random tangent that was relevant to her vlog. You know, sometimes you just got to get those out and you decide whether or not they stay in editing.
It's okay. I wasn't here for the beginning either. I just came in like 10 minutes after.
Yes. Jen got maybe 15 minutes into their audiobook and read about 20 YouTube videos watched. That happens.
Okay.
That happens. I have been back on a Once Upon a Time kick, and I've just been watching all of the videos of my ship's scenes, just continuing.
I'm in the process of trying to rewatch Lucifer. Because I was like, oh, well, maybe I'll just continue on how I was going. And I'm like, I don't know what's going on at all.
I should check out Lucifer because I know, like, when it was first out, I was like, I know I'm going to really like this show, but I also was like, I feel religiously that this is not a good decision for me. I just feel uncomfortable with it, but I think I would be now.
It kind of like, it's really not as religious as you think it is, and mostly pokes fun at the biblical shit.
Yeah, less of, like, for me, it was more like less that, like, they were doing anything with religion, because I'm usually here for, like, any way, like, most of the ways people will incorporate religion and religious commentary. But, like, the thing was, like, the idea of, like, Lucifer being the main character and that kind of thing was, like, this is weird for me. So.
I mean, to be fair, he kind of just, was like, hey, maybe we should not kill humans, and God was like, bye.
Ooh, yeah,
but
okay.
That is just me as someone who is not Christian.
Yeah.
So, like,
and see, that's one of those things that's like directly against kind of what is taught, but also I see why people would come up with that. I think a lot of the Bible is just people trying to explain, like, it is very complicated for me.
You know who's good at talking about theology? Bethany,
yeah. Like, I still consider myself a Christian. I still believe in God. It's just that I feel like what we have written down and what we have conceived of whatever the higher power is, it's still, like, we only have our own perceptions to go on. So we can never truly know what is going on, how, like, any of that.
That's exactly how I feel about about people who speculate if so and so is or is not native. I'm like, I'm not fucking creator. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna mind my business.
Yeah. It's just one of those things. I'm like, we have taken a force or a concept or whatever you want to call it, and we have fit it, whether you want to say it is an omnipotent God, whether you want to say it is the universe, we have fit it into a box or fit it into a form that our brains can process. And that's kind of how I look at a lot of it now. Whether or not any of it is true is really not relevant to me right in this life.
Yeah, 9 times out of 10, I'll read something like even in Arusha, and I'm like, oh, that's cool.
Yep. So, Brianna got to 52% of her secret book, 2-ish hours left. Nice.
Bum, bum, bum.
And Rose says, hello, Thor.
Hi.
Right. I think we shall.
Rose's birthday is in 12 days.
The fact that you remember that, I barely remember. I mean, I remember my own because I'm very annoyed by it, but I barely remember anyone else's.
I know because his birthday is the same day as my papa's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
And my birthday is in 18 days.
Yeah. Well, I should probably check Twitter because I know Cal's birthday is coming up soon. It's like next month.
In June, yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't it the 8th?
I want to say it's something like the 6th or the 8th, something, or the 5th.
I think it's either the 6th or the 8th.
So, I don't know. I had 3 birthdays that I memorized, and then I'm not friends with them. 7th. The 7th. Split it in the middle.
I remember a lot of people's birthdays.
Yeah, I'm not great at that. So, shall we get another one of these going? Let me pop this back up. Why is that still?
Is Britain okay?
Is what? Yeah, they're not. They're not. All right. Oh, you motherfucker. Let me let it get to so we can have the full 45 minutes. There we go.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, mute your mics. Welcome back.
Hi.
Hi. How did we do that sprint?
I got all the pots done.
Good.
Yeah. That's gonna bug me.
Nice. I got pages read.
Woo! How many pages?
I'm trying to figure that out. There we are. I got to page 107. I might have forgotten to start my audiobook.
Out of where were you the last sprint?
I was at page 76, so that's 31 pages.
Nice.
So that's not bad. That's a page a minute.
I'm talking to my friend, Mom. My mom's here. So.
I'm watching a show that Cal has been wanting me to get into.
Which
and
one?
So he called last night, like in the middle of us doing something, and I was like, "Hey, what's up?" And he's like, "So I need to know everything that you think about." I'm like, "I'm halfway through the first episode, dude."
Which show is that?
911.
Oh my god, you're starting that?
Yes, I'm starting that.
Oh my god.
Oh,
I'm so happy.
do we need to start a 911
yes,
chat?
Yes, we do. Yes, we fucking do.
All right, I'm sure Cal will be fine with that, but hold on.
I want to know everything. If you fucking leave me out of something, I'm gonna be very upset.
Well, I made it to the third episode. I think I'm almost at the end of that one. I think I got really mad because and I mean, I'm not surprised considering that we are dealing with a Black family. But the CPS scene with her daughter, I'm just like, that's not, like, I work in mental health. That's not how it would go down. That's not how it's supposed to go down. Like, they're talking about, oh, we have to separate the child. Like, we have to take the child into our custody. I'm like, no. Like, yes, she would end up going into a facility, but like, the social worker would have a conversation with the child with the parents out of the room, but then the parents would be allowed to come back in.
Yeah, it like for me it was it like not the situation itself, but like the first season as a whole, you definitely see like where like directors or producers or things like that change, because the first season is completely different from the second season. You definitely see the shift of like tone and things.
Yeah, it just like that scene frustrated me so much because I'm like I know there is stuff at play that is making this not go the way that it should. Obviously, like my text to Cal was, "This would not have happened with a white family." But like, I'm just like, I kind of actually know what the procedure should be in this case to some extent.
You're like, this is not right.
Yeah, like, and I'm sure there are differences in laws and stuff, but like,
well, especially in the state of California where they are.
Yeah, like to remove a child without any, like, there just wasn't any reason for, besides the fact that the child committed, like, so many kids in good homes, in bad homes, what will attempt suicide. And that's like, that in and of itself should not be enough to remove the child from the parents. Now, she was definitely probably going to a facility. Although I've had hospitals that they haven't been able to find a facility for a kid, and they've like, the parents will call me, be like, "Hey, we need counseling." They haven't been able to get them into inpatient, blah blah blah. But even then, I do believe it's voluntary.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right,
believe me, there will be many a situation that will frustrate you, Margaret.
Oh, I am sure. I am.
But it is so good, and it is so worthwhile.
Yes. I mean, I already love Athena. Like, Angela Bassett. Angela
Bassett, like, she deserves so much more than what she is given.
She she always delivers. So
Like, her acting is so good.
okay, there you go.
Good.
Well, there we go. Now it'll let me edit.
Yeah, it was all when Cal started talking about gay firefighters. I'm like, oh, which ones? And then Cal's like 911. I was like, my entire life just shifted.
That's so funny. Yeah, no, I like it. I like it. Like, it was funny. There is a hold on. I'll send you a screenshot. Of what I sent when I found out that Angela was with, or not Angela, Athena was a police officer with the LAPD. I was like, Angela, where is it? Oh, and then Cal also got an entire lecture on roller coaster safety and the things that are put in place to keep people safe before I realized that it was it was probably like, okay, so if this was a theme park, they would have this in place, this in place, this in place, and this in place. And then I'm like, oh no, wait, it was at a state fair. That makes sense that someone died. I'm a terrible person. How did everyone else do? Beth had to go. They are watching some MCU.
Woo! Yay!
Or she is watching. She and her friend are watching. And then Jen finished their book. Going to move on to another one soon. Nice. Have you figured out which book that is going to be? The other one. Do you remember the episode at the beginning? I think it's the second or third episode, and this dude is in the house with the Dobermans barking, trying to attack him.
When she was on the date.
I think it was her husband went on the date, something like that. But she chases him down. But no, it was really funny because I'm texting. I told Cal, those Dobermans are so happy. Like they're not even remotely angry. They are just ecstatic to be doing their jobs right now.
They're being the goodest boys
They
ever.
are being the goodest puppers ever.
Not a single vicious bone in them.
Yeah. So you could just tell from the way their body language that these were not these dogs were just like happy and not at all which when it's a Doberman that can be scary, but it was just like, oh, they know they're doing their job, and so they're really excited about it, and they're not being very good attack dogs right now. Okay. Here you go, Thor. Anyways, I definitely platonically ship Athena and her husband. I'm so excited for where that storyline is going to be going because they just are such a you can tell they're going to be a good team when things get settled. I know it's a journey, but anyways, let's go ahead. Actually, hold on. Let me remove this because it does weird stuff. Let's go ahead and get this started again.
Okay.
All right.
I'm so excited. I'm so happy.
I can't promise much of it is going to get watched right just yet, but because
it's the fact that you're doing it, and this is the shit that I live for with friendships, is that we're watching the same show together. I've always wanted that in friendships where we actually watch the same thing instead of oh yeah, I wanted to watch that, but I've only seen one episode. That's me. By the way.
Yeah. Or you've already watched it and you're going back and forth. Oh my God, I'm rewatching this. Do you remember? I know we did that with Bones before I had to stop. 2020 was a good year to to rewatch a cop show.
I'm rewatching Bones with Calvin.
Nice. I need to rewatch it. There are still entire seasons I have not seen.
We decided to like take a little break because our shows were all coming out, and then also we were all sick at one point, and I was like, I just know I'm gonna hear the sound of like bone and like viscera, and I'm just gonna be like, no.
That's so
Normally
funny.
my autistic self is like, I'm living for this, I can handle it, but then other times when I'm sick or I don't feel good, that's when I'm like, thick.
That's so funny. Be warned, you guys will probably get a lot of messages of me being like, hey, this is not how this works. Why would we do it that way?
I want that. That's what I want.
That's what Cal wants apparently too. All right.
I love friendships when we can just vibe and dissect things.
Nice. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and mute your mic. See you in 45. Hello and welcome back. Give me just a second. I am figuring out how much. Oh, I read for almost an entire time. Nice. Hi, hi.
Hi, hi.
All right, that was 52 pages. Nice.
Woo, 52
I'm on page
pages.
159 now.
I just added the noodles into my soup.
Oh, good for you. Soup sounds good. I also sat down.
I wasn't sure how many noodles to put in, but I also was like, you know what? I'm just going to measure with my heart.
Yeah. I usually go by whatever the serving size on the back is, and I measure that out by the cup because it'll usually say this many dry. So, anyways.
I'm not good at doing that. I'm just like, you know what? This is what I think.
This seems like the right amount.
And also, I'm trying to make it like giving it all the love I can because my mom doesn't feel good. And yeah. So it's a healing soup.
Yeah. I love it. I just turned my food downstairs so it can. I'm cooking fried potatoes and some veggies, and so I'm just gonna let them sit in that pan for a little bit so they can be nice and soft when we're done.
Then I'm using my Pioneer Woman
Ooh, that's pretty.
Dutch oven.
It's really pretty. We have an old Le Creuset one that my mom got when I was a kid that we use a lot. So, anyways, this book is interesting. It's about two people who can't seem to figure their shit out.
Yeah, I know the show is on Hulu, and I always thought about watching it, but I just never got to it.
Yeah, I probably should once I've read it, you know?
Just check it out, see what it's all about.
But, nice. Okay, let's see what we got. Hillary has joined us. Hello, welcome. Took her dogs for a walk and read 2 chapters of A Day of Fallen Night. Nice. Bree finished doing a bunch of organizing and now about to go eat and maybe read IDK in a mental funk, so maybe not. I feel that. I was in a mental funk this morning. I didn't really want to do much of anything. So, but, you know, sometimes it happens. And Ro watched the Guardians of the Galaxy in preparation for the 3rd movie. Yay!
I haven't seen that yet.
I'll watch it. Well, it just came out, so I'll watch it eventually, but I'm not going to go to a movie. Number one, it's not really a movie theater movie for me, honestly.
I'm sure you and Cal will do something Marvel themed.
And then number 2, I'm not. I need to be.
Is it just you and Cal, or is Brianna?
Brianna is joining us because it's me, Cal, Wilder, and Brianna.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it's funny because we're kind of kidnapping Brianna on her anniversary trip for one night.
Oh, that's nice.
So, which is
that's really sweet though.
Yeah. So we're like, can we just borrow her for a day, Derek? Because she's like, oh, that weekend that we're gonna is when we're planning on doing an anniversary trip. Okay, we can do the trip in Philadelphia or Pennsylvania. So, gotta have the correct hierarchy with Taylor Swift in our relationships.
You gotta have Taylor in there.
So, anyways, but yeah, what was it? I sat up yesterday morning. I'm up at 7 a.m. Googling, do I need a visa to go to Canada? Which I don't. I was freaking out there for a minute.
Technically, it's a short visit. So
yeah.
Isn't a visa only if you're going for an extended period of time?
Yeah, over 180 days, I would need a visa, but I can travel to Canada without a visa for 3 months. So 6 months. Yeah, because 30 days. Yeah, cool. So I could live half a year in Canada without a visa.
That is so cool.
Yeah, I just have to.
I need to get my passport so I can go visit Ren one day and Cal, obviously, but
yeah. Oh, mine was so much more expensive than I was expecting it to be because I paid for expedited and everything, and overnight delivery when they finished it. So, because of course I left it to the last minute.
It
Racing
happens.
off.
It happens sometimes. You got it all straightened out though.
Didn't expect to speak now. It's July. It's July 7th. I know that date like the back of my hand.
Dude, I was
July
listening.
7th is
So I was
important for
listening to
something
the
else.
album. I forgot to tell you my thoughts on that, but I was listening to the album, and there's a part where it's I can't remember what song it is. It's the Never Grow Up one, and it said something about
That's
like
the name of the song.
It was something about like remember all your little brother's favorite songs, and I just like literally broke down.
Oh,
and I was
yeah.
like literally in tears because like the day was like 2 days ago, so it is
Yeah,
fresh.
it's the bridge. It's the bridge.
Yeah.
It's, when she's like, remember the footsteps, little brother's favorite songs. Yeah, that's
and then I remembered that like I was like, oh yeah, I forgot. Like this song is like the awkward transitional period of like my relationship with Calvin because I used to listen to Back to December like all the time because Calvin left on December 13th to go to MCRD, and so I remember just listening to that song like all the time.
Yeah,
it was emotional.
Yeah, I know one of my friends, her husband was deployed around the same time, and like Hours was their song. I don't remember if they were married at that point yet or no. But yeah. So it's my favorite album, and it has been since it came out. It's funny because it's been my favorite album since before I knew that she wrote everything herself. So
mine was the one, the Fearless, I think.
Yeah, that's a classic.
I think that one was my original favorite, but now I'm not sure.
That's so funny. She just writes good music. She just does. Oh, nice. Keke Palmer is releasing an album. How interesting. I love it.
I haven't heard Keke Palmer sing in quite a long time.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's kind of she can't remember what her career looked like after Disney because I barely watched Disney Channel at the point where she was on doing stuff because we never had Disney Channel #1, but I'd grown out of it by that point.
When she was on Disney Channel, we didn't have cable, so
yeah, we've never had cable. My parents refused.
I just knew her from like Akeelah and the Bee and like what was the other one? She did some other movie, Joyful Noise. Yeah.
Have I seen that one? I might have seen that one.
That's the one with Queen Latifah and Dolly Parton.
I know it exists.
And that one guy from Supergirl.
Hold on.
The boy best friend.
Jeremy Jordan?
I think that's his name.
Somewhere in his name is
Jeremy.
Have I seen this movie? No, I have not. But
for your typical awkward religious movie, it's not bad.
Yeah. I could watch it on Netflix. It looks like. Anyways, I think we're gonna do one more sprint to carry us on to like almost 4 hours. But we've hit 3, but we'll do one more sprint so I can finish cooking my dinner and then we will close up.
Okay.
All right. So perfect. I will see you in. Hold on. I'll see you in 3, 2, 1. Unmute your mic. Welcome back. How did we do that time?
Mostly just stood there.
Yeah.
Did nothing.
Nice.
But the soup is finished, so that's good.
Good.
Everyone's fed.
Yeah. I read 29 pages. Don't do that. 29 pages that time. And ate
Bringing
dinner.
your total to one something?
I'm at 188 now. I'm almost to 200. And I want to clean some stuff up. I am, like, the way that Connell at least describes how he interacts with other people, I'm like, this sounds like masking, sir. This sounds like you might have a touch of the tism. So, like, I'm just like, I'm feeling the, like, this just is sounding familiar. So, I also just found out that the new Dungeons and Dragons movie, do you know who directed it?
Who?
Sweets. John Francis Daly.
What?
Yes!
Freaks and Geeks goes full circle.
Right?
Oh my
Good
god.
All of them, Ro. Let's see. Hold on, because Cal and I were
Back
texting
to
back and forth about
December.
That's an okay song. That one's not a big one for me. Let's see. I am most looking forward to like Long Live, Haunted, Better Than Revenge, The Story of Us, Last Kiss, Enchanted, obviously, that's my favorite song from that album. Mean, only, like, I want the 10-minute version of it. I want her to
what
get.
What would she possibly, like, for Better Than Revenge, what would she do better? What would she, what?
It's such a good song. It's just a good song. Not that one. I mean, for I want
But
Mean.
what is
I want,
that? What is it? But who is that pointed at? Because that felt very personal. Like listening to that the second time around.
I believe it was one of the girls that it was the girl that Joe left her for, Joe Jonas. So it was it's about that to some extent, and I'm just like, people are like, oh my god, that's not feminist, and like, You Belong With Me is not feminist, and I'm like, denying women the full expression of their rage is not feminist.
Hey, she was right to do that.
Yes.
That girl probably came along and just stole him, and she was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's literally the song. Like, literally, like, if your guy is dating another woman, like, granted, some dudes are trash, and he was, but, like, you're allowed to be mad about that. And saying that you're not, that you have to be okay with it because feminism is bad feminism. Like, we deny women the full expression of their emotion while also allowing male singers full expression of theirs without any commentary about stuff like that. Which is, again, why I don't like the commentary a lot of people do for You Belong With Me, because I'm like, guys, do you not realize this entire song is about her own insecurities? Not about, like, her thinking she's better than the other girl. It's the other girl is better than me, so of course you're with her. Even though you're in a bad, like it's like, there are two things. Number one, her insecurity. Number two, my dude is in a relationship that is not working for him, and it's making him unhappy. It's making him sad, and she can see that. Like, it's besides the romantic.
Because at that time, being a band geek was not cute.
Yeah.
It's not like the happy-go-lucky, kitschy, like 2020 rom-com thing that it is now.
Yeah.
People forget that.
So, anyways, but yeah, those are some of the ones that I'm most excited about. Oh no, Brie, didn't read during that one, but I'm so read now, so I think I'm gonna try to now. Do that, do it. We're calling it for the night. So, because I have other things I need to do that require me to be able to use this computer. So, anyways, do you have anything you want to plug on your channel today, or before we go?
I have my little Warrior Girl on Earth reading vlog.
Okay.
That book came out on the 2nd.
Yep.
And I have a book haul coming out soon.
Nice.
There's not going to be a whole lot of content this month because it is my birthday, and I'm not exactly what you say living it up right now because everyone in my household is like sick, and it's just
Oh
been
no.
one thing after another. So we're just trying to live. We're just doing our best, taking it day to day.
Day by day. Sometimes that's what you got to do.
It's true.
Yeah. So Thor is linked down below in the description box. My most recent video is linked down below in the description box as well. If you want to check that out, see more of my bookish thoughts. And I think that's gonna be it for us today. So thank y'all so much for joining us. Have a great rest of your night. And just a reminder, no sprints next weekend, I don't think.
I'll be sad.
Yeah, I highly doubt that Cal and Brianna and I are gonna be like, I mean, Brianna's gonna be gone at that point, I think, or with Derek at that point. So I don't think
Y'all
we're
are gonna be having fun and doing cool stuff while I'm stuck here in South Dakota.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. No, seriously, no. Like in all seriousness, I really want you to have fun.
I wish I was there with you having fun.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Someday, when we don't have to fight tooth and nail and pay out of our asses for Taylor Swift tickets, we will go together.
Yeah, I was like, that's the thing. Like, I'm a casual fan of things, so like, I feel like only like the hardcore Swifties should go to the concerts because that's just not. It's not an experience that is meant for me.
We had to have an entire plan for us to be able, like, we literally sat down and planned out, okay, you're going to apply for tickets, like, to get verified fan here. You're going to apply, and you're going to do here. And then we're going to try, and did it, like...
It's literally a Taylor Swift heist at this point.
Yes.
Quite literally just Ocean's, like, 7 or whatever.
Ocean's 9?
Yeah, sure.
So, anyways, Ocean's 13.
It's an Ocean's movie.
Yeah. So, anyways, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you later when we will talk about more wordy nerdy things.
Bye.
Bye.